Hello, and thank you for watching another Ken QC video. Just wanted to say I'm learning how to be a better YouTuber. I've done some videos, quite a few actually, and it seems that the videos that have done the best are my unboxings or camera reviews, especially when I use the word Nikon. But really, I'm not a Nikon person. They make some great cameras, of course, but I really like my Lumix G7, and of course I've got my Lumix GM5, a little bit smaller. The nice thing is the Lumix G7, really 4K video. It's got interchangeable lenses, as does the GM5. But the Lumix G7, the 4K video, the form factor is more of a, I guess you'd say a DSLR. It holds really nice in the hand. I like the GM5, don't get me wrong. It takes some great photos and great video. But there's something about the G7, especially with a swivel screen. I can take a look to make sure that I'm in frame. And I've also taken some video with my HTC 626 as I've been driving home. I've got this bracket on my car where I can set it, and it can basically take photos of me or movies of me as I'm driving, and I can basically vlog. But I like this idea. You know, if I could monetize this as a job, that'd be great. At some point I would like to drive across the country again. I've done that 3 or 4 times, driving from New York to Phoenix and back. I'd like to do that again on a road trip, kind of get some pictures and photos and videos of some of the wonderful places between here and New York. If I do go back ever again in the car, I'd like to do that. I think that'd be a project. The other project I'm working on is time-lapse. I did a time-lapse making a sandwich today. The problem is I didn't have enough pictures in the sequence. I think I was too long between shots. Time-lapse basically takes a bunch of shots with a couple seconds delay. You can set the delay between 1 second, 10 seconds, 20 seconds. I put a little bit too long, so I've only got like 10, 12 different pictures of my sandwich being created when I could have had dozens. So what I'm going to do this weekend, I'm going to find a spot where I can drive a little bit out of town, park the car, and do the Milky Way. With a long exposure and on a tripod, I can get some really good scenery, I think, of the sky, of all the stars. It can be very pretty. And basically, if you let your exposure, you open your lens up and let it expose for seconds instead of a fraction of a second, I think what will happen, I think we'll see some really deep colors and stars that you normally don't see with the naked eye. And if I do a time lapse over an hour or two, I can basically, it's kind of like a movie. You'll see the stars rotate with the Earth's rotation. They'll move, and if there's clouds or planes or anything else or satellites, you'll see them go across. But I think that it would be really cool to, I've seen some other people do it on YouTube, and I think it'd make great photography project. I've got these cameras, and because my family and friends don't live around here, I don't have as many projects. So a couple of weeks ago, 2 and 3 weeks ago, I went to different air shows, took some photos of some planes. I also got some car pictures. So I have to find some willing models or subjects of interest to take photos of. I do like night photography. I've walked around Westgate before at night and got some really cool photos there, or movies there, because there's all sorts of coloration. And at the biker function last Thursday, I was able to film, I guess, a band, the 74th Street Band. They were really great. I filmed one of their songs and took pictures and some films of the bikers coming in. Thousands of bikers and bikes coming in. What wonderful people. You know, people have given bikers a bad rap. In all honesty, the people that I met, not only are their women very attractive in many cases, but they seem like really cool people that are passionate about something. I think everyone should have a hobby or a subject or an interest that they should be passionate about. Obviously, your spouse or your kids should be at the top of that list, but whether it be cars, planes, photography, movies, sports, you should always find something to be passionate about. Well, mine right now is my kids, but I don't get to see them as much as I'd like. And I also like sports, obviously, but photography is near the top of that list. And right now the NHL hockey playoffs are going on. I do want to mention that Pittsburgh won and Tampa Bay won, and I think Chicago and St. Louis. So if St. Louis can win, it'll be a trifecta. Nothing against Chicago or the Blackhawks, but essentially they've won too much recently, and it'd be nice to see a different team in there. I like when new teams, my Arizona Coyotes didn't make the playoffs. They fired their general manager. I'm surprised they kept the coach. He's been there for a number of years. He's done some good things, but missing the playoffs for the last couple years, especially this season. Halfway through the season, we were in the playoff hunt, and then all of a sudden, the second half of the season, we collapsed. We had injuries, of course we did, but I think we had enough talent, and I think with the right coaching, no offense, Dave Tippett, but with the right coaching, I think we could be a strong competitor, and we better be a strong competitor next season with Duclair, Domi, and a lot of the other youngsters that we have, and Strom and some other guys, Merkley, and there's a couple other guys in the program where Arizona really should be a top 3 or 4 team in the West. If they're not, the fan base, as small as it is, will get smaller. But there's a lot of great talent, and if Tippett can't bring that talent to fruition next season, he'll never be able to do it. So I pray that you do, Mr. Tippett, no offense, but I'm not impressed yet, but prove me wrong, that'd be awesome. Anyway, this is Ken Cusey with another great vlog video, and again, I don't have the ability to edit my videos yet. I don't have a laptop. I've got a tablet now. I had a nice laptop, a Hewlett-Packard. It was heavy though and bulky and probably more power than I needed. And even if I had it still, I don't have video software. Although there did get some in my Lumix G7, there was a package of software. Maybe there's video editing in there, but I sang some tablet. It's pretty nice. I'll show it to you here. It's very powerful. See if we can get it unwashed out here. But it's pretty good. It does its job. It really does do most of what a computer does. I just am not able to do video editing on it. But at some point when I have extra money, whenever that is, I'll get myself a laptop and some video editing software and try to edit some videos and make them a little bit more clean. But I really, if anyone has any ideas, if you want to leave a comment as to how or where or what I can take pictures or videos of, because I'd really like to get more into the photography. You know, the air shows, the car shows, the bike shows are great, but I kind of want to get into portraiture. I don't have money to hire a model, obviously, and taking pictures of myself, I don't know if that's the best solution. I used to post pictures every day of myself on Facebook at Starbucks. Nothing against Starbucks, but basically that caffeine and me going there every day wasn't good for my health, and I made the business decision, if you will, to save my $2.50 a day and not go there anymore. I cut caffeine out of my life. My blood pressure is back down to normal. And again, I think it was 100% related to caffeine. And some people, it may not be a big deal, but to me it was. And I've tried to be a little bit more active. Like I said, the last couple of weekends I've been going out and doing things. I need to do that more frequently because, again, I want to be around for my kids and my grandkids if and when they come. Oh, and by the way, tomorrow, happy birthday, Brittany. She will be 23. She's my oldest. She's great. She's working at CBGB Max Azaria. She's a store manager there in Rochester at the Lord & Taylor. She's doing a great job, and she's with her girlfriends down in Miami, Florida, and I hope that they have a great time. I hope that they get crazy and have fun within limits, and I hope it's the best vacation she ever has and the best birthday. Anyway, happy birthday, Britt. I love you. Talk to you later. Bye.